Hi everybody, thanks for watching my channel. Please help me grow my channel by subscribing, sharing, liking, and commenting. A lot of you watch my channel, so please subscribe. It's free and would help me a lot. With that said, enjoy today's story. In the small village of San Mateo, nestled among ancient trees and shrouded in rolling fog, whispered tales of the supernatural spun through the streets like threads in a tapestry. The people lived in harmony with the quiet forest, yet they spoke in hushed tones about the events that fell outside the realm of normality. This fusion of reverence and fear enveloped them as they went about their daily lives. For one girl, however, the mundane was becoming unbearable. Paloma was 16, with an insatiable thirst for adventure. As summer blazed brightly overhead, her only desire was to dance at the village's annual baile. Her friends had spoken of the festivities with excitement, their laughter resonating like music as they recounted tales of swirling dresses, swaying bodies, and the electrifying atmosphere of the night. But as the date approached, Paloma's excitement was met with firm resistance. "No, Paloma, you are too young to go out at night," her mother insisted one evening, her voice a blend of love and authority. "Those dances attract all kinds of people, and the night holds many dangers." "But Mama, everyone will be there. I can't just stay home." The desperation in Paloma's voice was palpable, but her mother remained resolute, shaking her head. Defiant and emboldened by the thrill of rebellion, Paloma concocted a plan. On the night of the baile, while her mother rested, she slipped out of the house with her hair cascading about her shoulders, adorned in a vibrant dress that shimmered under the moonlight. Adrenaline surged as she met her friends at the village square, their excitement radiating like the stars overhead. Together, they made their way to the old community hall, the once wooden structure now transformed into a living pulse of music and laughter. The air was thick with fragrance, laughter, and an undercurrent of mystery that sent shivers down Paloma's spine. Candles flickered, casting long shadows, while the rhythm of enthusiastic feet echoed within the hall. Just as Paloma stepped into the thrumming throng, her heart caught in her throat. In the center of the dance floor stood a striking man, tall and poised. He wore a tailored suit that glimmered as if woven from the night itself, and his smile held the promise of untold delight. His hair was perfectly coiffed, and his eyes sparkled with mischief and charm. Paloma was captivated. The world around her blurred as she felt gravity tugging her toward him. Their eyes locked, and he invited her into the dance with a fluid gesture. She took his hand, feeling warmth radiate from his touch, and they twirled amidst the merriment. Laughter bubbled around them, yet Paloma felt as if they floated in a world entirely their own. The dance was intoxicating. Time slipped away, every sway and spin an eclipse of all else. Together, they swept across the floor, and Paloma felt alive in a way she had never known. He twirled her effortlessly, leaving her breathless. As the night unfolded, whispers of an impending end buzzed around them, but Paloma was lost to the euphoria. The music slowed as the last dance approached, and when it finished, she felt the pull of exhaustion set in. It was then the handsome stranger leaned in, his breath warm against her ear, offering her a ride home. Just then, Paloma's friends approached, their faces ghostly pale. "Paloma, we need to leave. Now." Confused, she glanced back to see the look of panic etched on their faces. "What are you talking about? The night is just starting." "Look at his feet," one of her friends hissed urgently. Swallowing her pride, Paloma turned her gaze downward. In an instant, the illusion shattered. His shoes, once polished and immaculate, morphed in her sight. One foot began to twist, transforming into the hard, black hoof of a beast, while the other shifted into something grotesque, an elongated chicken foot straying far from humanity. The air turned thick, a chill crawling up her spine. "That's him," her friend whimpered, grasping Paloma's arm. "It's the devil." Realization struck like ice water. The laughter and music around her distorted into a haunting echo. She had danced with him, spun within a web she failed to see. Gathering her senses, she turned back to the creature before her, his smile now sinister, the warmth in his eyes extinguished by a cold, calculating stare. "We need to go, now." Paloma screamed, her fingers entwining with her friends as they made their escape. They slammed through the doors, casting frightened glances to see if he would follow. The night air was a jarring contrast to the warmth of the hall, the moonlight illuminating their frantic flight. As they ran, they could hear the music slice through the night, transforming into a haunting melody that echoed behind them. Each step felt heavy as dread settled deep within. They raced home, their heartbeats racing like drums, chanting a silent prayer for safety, for the home they once felt assuredly grounded in. Paloma's lungs burned as she reached her doorstep, stumbling to a halt. She turned back just in time to glimpse the man standing at the hall's entrance. The moonlight cast an eerie glow, wrapping him in an unsettling radiance. He raised a hand, and for a moment, his features softened, almost inviting. But she saw the truth, the creature hiding behind the mask, the masquerade laid bare. Together, she and her friends crept into their homes, hearts pounding in unison. Paloma collapsed into her bed, the thrill that had once animated her now a bitter reminder of a night almost lost to the devil's dance. In the weeks that followed, she and her friends whispered in tight circles, always glancing over their shoulders. The Baile continued annually, a thriving event in San Mateo, but none would ever brave it again. They had danced with temptation, and the thought haunted Paloma, the devil lingering in the shadows of her mind, a reminder that some allure comes with a price far too steep to pay. The charming allure of the night would forever be entwined with fear, when beauty could be as deadly a trap as it was mesmerizing.